lot more stuff is in English than it was when I came here. Like having an English menu or English signs was a rarity. So how is it moving to Japan from America? Well, when I moved here 20 years ago in 2004, way back in 2004, it was really, really different than it is now. Damn, I feel old just saying that, but but whatever. At that time, there wasn't any social media. Websites were very basic. There was no YouTube. Now I feel like the hurdle is so much lower for people coming to Japan, just because there's so much information. There's YouTube, there's IG, there's probably books and people and tutorials and stuff like that if you want to come here. Although Japan's economy was a lot more stagnant at that time, and which means like the industries that came in teaching English was a lot more in demand, just because uh, I guess technology wasn't, things were more analog, so there was more people-based infrastructure for teaching. So to get into the country and establish yourself, there was a lot more. I was a lot more catered to come here. I look at like new people coming in to teach; it's a lot tougher for them to start out. But socially, I would say Japan is a lot more accommodating for people now, just because. A lot more stuff is in English than it was when I came here. Like having an English menu or English signs was a rarity. Now there's not only English, there's Korean, there's Chinese. They're talking, in other languages and making announcements and stuff. So that's great. I think there's also another generation of people that grew up with foreign people here in Japan. I think when, like, I used to hear like my old heads, like when they were, people who were here in the like 90s and maybe some in the 80s, who was like, oh, you don't even know, back in the day it was so great because there weren't so many foreign people here. So foreign people who were in Japan were seen as really rarities and were really special and unique, and they got all this special treatment and all the love and stuff like that. When I came here, I felt that love too initially, maybe just because of spots I was going to, but not in a negative way. I'm not like, oh, that was great back in the day and I didn't need it. It made life easier for me in some ways, dating wise, especially for a young dude. But now I feel like there's a younger generation of Japanese people who grew up with the internet, with social media, with, studying English. So it's not such a rarity, I'd say, in the Tokyo, Kanto area. It may probably Osaka is the same as well, to see foreign people moving about, especially with the amount of tourism here. So it's kind of just become more of a normal thing to see foreign people here. So in a way, that's also is a pros and cons to it. But I'd say if you're more, it also depends on your personality too. Like me, I'm a very social person, but I'm also a loner too. So I like being around people. I like partying, having fun, being the center of the party sometimes. But also, I'm totally fine being like by myself all day or a couple of days and not talking to anybody, And for some people that I see, they kind of struggle with that. They like, I can kind of operate on both ends of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Because I got it like that. but 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 some people struggle with that. Either end of the spectrum. Either they are freaked out about being around people, by so many people, or they're kind of paralyzed by the loneliness that you kind of experience here. And I think you got to find your way, in your balance between them, and being secure in yourself is a really important part of that. It's easy to say that. It was a struggle for me to do that. Like my 20s here, my like mid to late 20s were and I'd say early 30s to an extent, were pretty rough slog for me. Just trying to be, when I realized I wanted to stay here, but figuring out how to do it was really tough. But if just because you come here don't mean you want to stay here for the rest of your life. I didn't expect to do that at all. But life ended up that way. I'm totally happy. Of course, life isn't perfect. There's always struggles and things like that to overcome. But I say coming here, for me personally, coming here was the best decision I made. Staying here was the second best decision I made. It changed my life. It changed me for maybe a better person. It made me a more responsible person, made me a more positive person. Eventually, in the end, I went through some dark times, but it did. And yeah, so for someone moving here, I would say, you know, that is the best way to do it. Like, just how to do it, there, I don't think there is any really how. You just gotta like put on your big boy pants and do it if that's something you want to do, and take everything that comes with it, because there's gonna be good and bad that comes with it. And the longer you're here, the more of both sides you're gonna find. You're gonna find deeper good, and you're gonna find deeper bad. You're gonna find deeper things that are tougher, deeper things that are more challenging, but also deeper things that are more eye-opening and revealing, and things that, I like, wow, I can't believe, every day, every week, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm still here, and I can't believe I'm experiencing and seeing things that most, almost all of my family and friends will never experience. And that is a, awe-inspiring, but also humbling kind of thing too. So, yeah, hope that answers any questions. Hope that's helpful. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, anything else. I'll be more than happy to ramble for a couple minutes about it. All right, holla at you next time. Peace.